Joining us now to talk more about the latest coronavirus developments this week, Huntsville Hospital infectious disease expert Dr. Ali Hassoun. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So the big story, of course, tonight, emergency authorization of the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine. We know Huntsville Hospital is getting nearly 7,000 doses. You, of course, are a frontline healthcare worker. So are you on deck to get this vaccine?
Absolutely, yes. So we're hoping now the FDA will give the green light. Today the panel looked like recommending it, so we hopefully will hear about it in the next few days with the FDA approval, and then the CDC committee approve that, and hopefully we'll get the vaccine by sometime next week or the week after, hopefully.
Yeah, and you will be right there rolling up your sleeves for it.
Yeah, yes, we will.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people say they won't be getting this vaccine. Of course, that's their choice, especially here in Alabama. Legislation is going to be introduced in February to make sure it is your choice. But what kind of assurances can you give the viewers about the safety of this vaccine?
Yeah, so, currently the safety data that published through Pfizer and Moderna been shown the main issues that with the vaccine is like any other vaccines, like the flu shots and others, where you can get a local reaction, pain, sometimes redness, sometimes irritations as well. And there are systemic symptoms as well. Some people have developed headache, fatigue, muscle aches, a low-grade temperature. And I can tell you, these are things that can happen with any other vaccine.
Sure.
There hasn't been any specific report of major severe reactions or issues with it, and that's very encouraging. Of course, the data, it's continued to be followed because they have 2-month and 3-month data on the follow-up after the second dose, and they continue to follow it. And it's encouraging. Nothing yet have been shown have severe reaction or problems with it.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about this convalescent plasma treatment. It's been in the news here lately. Seemed to help Coach Nick Saban a lot. We talked about this, I remember, with you months ago at the beginning of this pandemic, because that was really one of the first treatments, it seems, that was available. So explain quickly how this works.
So, the convalescent plasma is basically like a blood product taken from those who recovered from COVID, because those who recovered from COVID usually will have what we call antibody. It's like a protein in our system produced when we get exposed to infection. And that antibody will go and fight the virus. So when they recover, they will have enough what we call antibody to fight the virus. So we take it out from them and then give it to those who's acutely infected with the virus. And it's been shown those early in the disease, if you give them the plasma, it might help them. And actually, early in the disease mean within 3 to 7 days of symptoms rather than later, because later usually they'll have pneumonia and more inflammation and more complication. But it seems promising earlier in the disease in compared to later in the disease.
And we heard this term, this is a new one for me today, purified plasma. What exactly is that?
Yeah, so the plasma again is like a blood product. We take it from those recovered. So we're looking for, and there's been actually studies more where we want only mainly the antibodies. We don't want all other components of the plasma, because the plasma have a lot of different things in it that we not necessarily need it, or it might have some effect on our patients. So when we say purified plasma, meaning it's a specific for that disease. And there's been some disease that we have purified product for it, and we hope the same is going to be for the COVID as well.
Dr. Ali Hassoun, we always appreciate you joining us. Thank you very much. Maybe next time we talk to you next week, you'll have already received this vaccine and we can see how it's going.
Thank you so much.